I'm Rich Stana. Up until about 6 weeks ago, I was Director for Homeland Security and Justice issues at the U.S. Government Accountability Office. Now, GAO's role is not to take one side or the other, but to get a better idea of what is, how rules and laws are being enforced, and to what impact and effect. And so in dealing with clients on the Hill, you might imagine that you have people who are very much in one camp or the other. GAO's role is to provide information and analysis for their decision-making without either stretching information or underplaying information or tainting it one way or another to suit someone's point of view. And I was able to do that with the Hill clients successfully. I think they viewed me as an honest broker, and they knew that I wasn't going to see the issue the way they'd like me to see it every time. But they knew that sometimes I'm going to see it the way they wanted it seen, and other times I'm not, but that I'm not going to give them information that is not reliable or that we haven't double-checked and triple-checked. So they could use that information for, like I like to say, insight, foresight, and oversight. And it gives them a better idea of what is, and they can make a more informed decision. Now, it's not always easy, and oftentimes they ask us to testify on areas that we haven't really developed a full body of work in, so you might disappoint people. But when I did come to the table, they knew that I was there with information they could bank on. Okay. I'm retiring now because I think it's time for me to retire. I'm at the top of my game. That's when it's really time to go. It's better to go out when you're sort of a Jim Brown rather than a Brett Favre. You want to go out when you're on top of your game, when people say, gee, we're going to miss you, rather than when you're kind of sliding and people say good riddance. The second thing is I'm 62, and I wouldn't mind downscaling a little bit. The commute is killing me, and with the pay freezes and all, there just didn't seem to be any reason to stay. So I decided that this was a good time to go. What attracted me to GAO was that I could apply good business governance principles to the federal government, and I think no one would disagree that we need good business governance principles in the federal government. In retrospect, I don't think I would have been as happy devoting my life to figuring out how to save $5 off the cost of building an automatic transmission or something like that, or some way to shave the cost of a business operation, as I was with federal service. Because federal service touches so many more people who really need federal programs and federal assistance, and making them work right to make sure that people don't get too much or that people are getting a fair shake is really a rewarding thing.